This week on Your City Now, COVID testing is on the move, and a new safe way to get through DIA takes off. These stories are just ahead on Your City Now. Just 2 weeks ago, Mayor Hancock and his budget director, Brendan Hanlon, presented the city's budget for 2021 to the public.
This 2021 budget marks a year of significant and difficult cuts necessary to close a gap of approximately $190 million between our projected revenues and expenditures. This budget carefully manages the uncertainty of the public health and economic crises with our obligation to serve the community and rebuild our local economy in a way that is sustainable and equitable.
Then each and every city agency made their case for their part of the 2021 budget before City Council for nearly a week. Council will now review the budget and the agency input before the required approval in November. After nearly 5 months and over 110,000 tests processed, the COVID-19 testing site at the Pepsi Center has closed. But testing isn't coming to an end in the city. Denver is redirecting its testing efforts into a series of community-based sites.
The Pepsi Center was originally stood up to be kind of a stopgap while we organized our testing efforts. What we have found now is that the more effective way to test is to be out in the community and fixed sites.
The locations chosen for the testing sites are data-driven, prioritizing where the outbreaks are occurring while also ensuring equitable access to testing.
What the data is showing us is that it's in the communities that are historically underrepresented, underserved, that don't have the access to that. It's not just if you have a vehicle, you can drive up to it. We want to provide walk-up access to the maximum extent possible.
The sites are still available to anyone for free, and the process to register is still the same as it was before. Each site will be active for as long as necessary.
If the data is showing us that the outbreaks are occurring somewhere else and we need to move them, and we're seeing low positivity rates in certain neighborhoods, then we'll reevaluate.
Visit denvergov.org for a list of all available sites and to register if you need to get tested. Denver International Airport has a new program to help keep you safe from curb to the concourse.
Verifly is a unique opportunity to allow customers to make a reservation in advance, and in exchange for doing that, they can show up at times that allow us to ensure social distancing, both through the checkpoint experience and then also across our train system, which can become congested.
Verifly starts with a smartphone app where you reserve your time and complete the mandatory health screening before you head to the airport.
Once they have a reservation, they simply show up at the checkpoint, present their barcode to the e-gate, process through that e-gate after having their temperature taken, and then they process through a dedicated TSA lane, down to the train station, through another verification process to ensure that they're eligible for our socially distant train car, onto that train car, and off to the concourse.
Verifly is available to anyone free of charge. All you need is to download the app. A new tribute mural to the late Supreme Court Justice Ruth Bader Ginsburg honors the legal, cultural, and feminist icon in downtown Denver. New York City street artists Menace and Risa created the mural during the annual Crush Walls Festival.
The objective of what we do is to use these art forms, which can sometimes be very self-serving, and to try to spread like a positive message to everybody. We've been in Denver a bunch of times, and we got love for people out here in Denver.
So when she passed, we were just like,
she was just like, "Yo, let's paint RBG," and I was like, "Yeah,
that was the first.
Let's do that."
I didn't. Yeah. There was no thinking. It was like, "Oh, that would be perfect." When you paint a portrait, it has to look just like the person, or like you feel like, "Oh, that's RBG spirit is with us." Like that's the kind of feeling I would want it to convey. I think we just have to remember RBG's legacy and
what it means for us as people.
Don't miss the Icon mural at 2150 Market Street. Coming next week on YCN.
Welcome to Denver Decides.
It's election season, and YCN will have a full preview of everything you'll need to know for the November 2020 general election. From candidate and ballot issue forums to voting info and a full ballot review. It's coming next week on Your City Now. You can catch new episodes of Your City Now every Friday. Thanks for watching, Denver.